Jeffy's logic may be stupid, but it can be strangely accurate. Let's explore 10 times Jeffy was technically correct that you probably have never thought twice about. Number 1, Jeffy becomes a lawyer. In the episode Jeffy the Lawyer, Jeffy makes the absurd claim that he passed the bar exam by identifying candy bars through smell alone. Obviously, this is not at all how one becomes a licensed attorney in real life. However, in Jeffy's unique way of thinking, he did technically pass a bar exam based on his own silly definition involving literal candy bars. So while his logic is extremely flawed and he is not a licensed lawyer, Jeffy is technically correct that he passed the specific bar exam that he himself made up, which somehow allows him to practice law in the SML universe. Number 2, Jeffy and the fidget spinner. Jeffy displays his literal way of thinking when he observes that the ceiling fan is really just a giant fidget spinner. He's not wrong. A ceiling fan does spin around in a similar motion to the popular toy. Of course, the two objects have very different purposes, with a fan meant to circulate air in a room, while a fidget spinner is used for amusement or stress relief. But on a basic level, Jeffy is technically correct in noting the similar spinning function between the household appliance and a handheld toy. Even worse is Jeffy and the pencil in his nose, though. One of Jeffy's reoccurring bits involves sticking a pencil up his nose, to the horror and frustration of other characters. He often argues that the pencil can go in his nostril, and he's not technically wrong, even though it's extremely advisable and a dangerous place to put a writing utensil. A typical pencil is slim enough to physically fit inside one's nose, so Jeffy is correct on that point. However, he seems oblivious to the many reasons it should not and does not belong there, from the risk of injury to basic social norms. It is classic Jeffy. My personal favorite, number 4, Jeffy and the chocolate cake incident. The episode Locked Out features Jeffy exacting revenge on Mario in a way that is extreme, but in his mind, justified. Mario apparently promised Jeffy chocolate cake as a reward for eating his peas.
You can get chocolate cake if you finish all your peas.
Promise?
Yes, I promise, Jeffy. Just finish all your peas.
But Mario didn't follow through. In retaliation, Jeffy locks Mario out of the house. While this is a wild overreaction, Jeffy does have a point that Mario broke a promise to him. In Jeffy's simplistic tit-for-tat worldview, Mario's dishonesty warranted rebellion. He is not wrong that Mario went back on his word, even though locking him out was a highly unethical and disproportionate response. Jeffy's actions are indefensible, but his core complaint about Mario has some technical merit. Number 5, Jeffy and the flower. In a classic mix-up that every single person would also mix up, Jeffy makes a mess with flour while claiming it's a flower.
Chef PP Chunk, which one of these is the flower?
The one that says flour on it, Jeffy!
I don't see one that says flour. There's one that says floor.
What?
Yeah, it says floor.
Bring me that one, Jeffy!
You want me to throw it on the floor?
What?
Yeah, do you want me to throw it on the floor?
No, just throw it to me, Jeffy! Throw it to me!
All right.
This is an understandable mistake, giving Jeffy's childlike grasp of homophones. No, that is not a bad word for the record. Those are words that sound the same but have different meanings, like watch and watch, flour and flower. While his misuse of spilling flour all over the floor is a pain in the butt for others to clean up, he's technically not wrong when he calls the white paper a flower, since that is indeed a word pronounced the same way as flour. It's a prime example of Jeffy's errors that usually contain a kernel of the truth, even if it's one that ignores all social context. Number 6, Jeffy and the big pencil. Jeffy's literal naming of objects causes issues when he gets a hold of a large pencil and insists on calling it just that, a big pencil. He also tries to put this oversized pencil in some very inappropriate places. While his actions with the big pencil are clearly wrong and ill-advised, he is technically correct in identifying it as a big pencil. After all, it is a pencil and it is unusually big. Jeffy's not wrong on those basic facts, even if his behavior with the object is unacceptable. It illustrates how he has a knack for being right in the most stupid way possible. Number 7, Jeffy and the poop in the yard. In one incident, Jeffy poops in the yard and tries to justify it by saying he did it like a big boy. While this is obviously not proper behavior for a human of any age, there is a sliver of truth to his claim. Many animals, especially pets like dogs, do indeed poop themselves outside. So, in claiming he went to the bathroom outside like a big boy, Jeffy is drawing a comparison to how an adult animal might conduct itself. Of course, he's ignoring the massive difference between humans and other species like dogs, but he's not entirely wrong in noting he did his business like a big boy creature, albeit not a human. Number 8, Jeffy and the mayonnaise incident. Jeffy frustrates Mario by responding to accusations of leaving his room by simply saying mayonnaise over and over. This drives Mario crazy, but Jeffy is technically correct that saying mayonnaise doesn't prove he left his room. Saying the name of a condiment is not an admission of going somewhere else, even if it's also not a denial. Jeffy is also not aware that this was the other Jeffy saying this, but Marvin is convinced they're the same person. Jeffy's mayonnaise defense is aggravating precisely because it's nonsensical but not actually an incriminating statement. He's right that it doesn't confirm Mario's accusation, even though constantly repeating mayonnaise makes him seem more suspicious. Number 9, Jeffy and the chainsaw divorce settlement. Jeffy's unorthodox approach to problem solving is on full display when he suggests using a chainsaw to divide a couple's assets during a divorce. Specifically, he proposes sawing their home in half to achieve a 50-50 split. This is obviously a terrible and dangerous idea in real life, but it would technically accomplish the goal of equally dividing the home. Jeffy's not wrong in thinking that cutting something in two results in two halves, even if a chainsaw is an extremely inadvisable tool for the job. His suggestion is a good example of how Jeffy's solutions are often technically correct. Last but not least, I saved the best for last. Number 10, Jeffy and the cat-dog cuisine. Jeffy's courtroom craziness continues when he defends a client accused of serving cat and dog meat at their restaurant. His defense consists of asking the judge if they have ever personally tried the meats in question.
Yes, Your Honor! My client does serve cat and dog, but my question to you, have you ever tried it?
God, no! Cats and dogs are so cute and cuddly, I would never eat them. Never!
Your Honor, there's an old saying, don't knock it till you try it. And I believe you should try it before you judge.
My God, this is the greatest thing I've ever eaten. Mr. Chu, you are not guilty.
While eating animals like cats and dogs is illegal and unethical, Jeffy is technically correct that the judge likely doesn't have first-hand experience with the restaurant's food. However, he's ignoring that one doesn't need to have tried something to determine its legality. The law is clear on the matter, regardless of the judge's personal dining history. Jeffy is right, the judge probably hasn't eaten cat or dog. Are there any instances I missed? Let me know them in the comments. And if you want your theory made into a video, listen up right now. Make sure to like and subscribe, and consider becoming a channel member as I turn member ideas into videos all the time. And if you loved this video, you'll love the theory on screen now.